Legal disclaimer. All items in this video are for personal, recreational, health, and non-harming use. All medicines are homegrown for personal use. Nothing is sold, distributed, or intended for anyone to use illicitly. These are all edible gourmet medicinal mushrooms, spawn, and bulk. Names are used to make people like the names. So don't be a dickhead. Watch the video, enjoy it, maybe learn something. Thank you. Michael Allen. Hey guys, I want to do a quick video to just show you a couple things that are coming on and show you how to spawn a couple of cultures to bulk. Right here I got, this one's called Albino Hillbilly. Coming in absolutely wonderful. Not a huge flush, but I got some side pins there, but some nice beautiful fruits. They're, you know, they're not tiny, they're pretty decent size. And then this one I have labeled as Cambodian, but it doesn't look right. I think it's an albino. Got more coming in. Surface conditions are great. They look good. Veils just broke, so they'll probably get harvested tonight. But these look really good. And we'll see what the second flush comes in. It's still nice and heavy, so there's plenty of moisture in here, so I'm not going to have to soak it or anything. They're both really heavy. About what they started off, maybe a little bit lighter. But anyways, these two are looking good. I got a few others that are just starting to pin, but we'll get to those after. For now, what I got for us today is J Ghost, Toke Nerds, and we're going to do a mini grow of Blue Peyote. All looking good. We'll get some gloves on. We're also going to be using the Dr. Mike MGP Pure solution. I got that set up in a spray bottle. I got my alcohol in my other spray bottle. So I ISO my hands real quick before we get started. Okay, what we got for today is we got a little mini container, which is about 8 inches by 5 inches for the J Ghost, or for the Blue Peyote, with lid. And we got 2 6-quart shoe boxes for the other 2. I got my CBG. Hopefully I have enough. We'll see how it goes as we go. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to break up the Blue Peyote. I did this one on 2/22, so this has been about, I don't know, 15 days. Now after we break it up, we're going to give it a good sniff. Make sure it smells right. Oh, it smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell it. Oh, fumble. Okay, we'll leave that in there. We'll get rid of all the rest of these, put them in the jar because they're no good now. I don't use stuff that falls on the table. I'm not really worried about it. It's all fully colonized, but this will just go in the wash, just like everything else. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to put the cover on here and shake it to break it up a little more. Just, that's one thing I do. And the pieces that don't break, I'll break by hand. Oh, that's colonized nice. But as you can see, there's a really low ratio here. That's a half pint of spawn. Now I'm going to be using all the CBG I have left. I just have a big bag and a bucket that I keep it in. So I'm not going to worry about changing gloves on every one. Normally between cultures you'd want to probably change gloves, but I'm not going to be touching it that much with both hands. So that's about a 3-to-1 ratio right there. I'm going to probably go up a little more. That's about 4-to-1 right there. Now I mix it. This is so simple, a 6-year-old could do it. Now what I do, after I get it in there, I shake it. A lot of people don't. I like to mix up the spawn and the corn or the grain. Tap. Now as you can see, everything's in there nice and neat, nice and mixed. I'll give it a little bit of a pseudo casing. My CBG has some pretty thick vermiculite in it. I'm experimenting with different size vermiculite. It all seems to do about the same thing. And once it's like that, I'm going to press it down. Clean my rim. I don't care if the table gets dirty, it's going to get cleaned off. Make sure your edges are nice and deep. You don't want to. You want to try to avoid side pinning, but I don't mind side pins. That's nice and neat. And then we put the clean lid on. I have a lot of lids. There you go. Now this one can sit for a week or so till it's fully colonized, and then it'll have the lid removed. So the first thing you do is you label it blue peyote and the date, 3/17. Done. One done. Clean up the counter a little bit. I try not to do this in front of my flow hood because I tend to get dirt in my flow hood, and that's not always a good thing. So let's get the other two ready. Let's see, we got took. I'm going to label this one first. Because I'm doing two at a time, I label them first. And that one's J Ghost. From Ed Grand. And these have Dr. Mike. I forgot to put the Dr. Mike in the other one, so I won't label that one that way. Okay. So we got Toke. Now, if you have any chance that your glass is cracked or anything, just be careful. Ooh. Oh, smells amazing. These have been colonized for over a week, maybe 2 weeks, so they're a little bit tougher to break up. But... oh, amazing. Again, I've cleaned all these with alcohol before I put them in here. Okay, brine up pretty good. As you can see, it's all nicely colonized. Beautiful. I wish you could smell it. If you had smell vision, you'd be loving it. And then we're going to put our CBG. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5 in this one. And we'll do 5 in the other before we do anything to make sure I have enough. Plenty. So we'll do another 1 or 2 in here. Now you can measure all this out if you want, guys, but learning how to do it by feel, I think, is best. Okay, they're about half full. That looks good. Now we're going to take the Dr. Mike's. Do not use your ISO or your rubbing alcohol or your 70%. Use your Dr. Mike's bottle. 10. 10. I'm going to clean my hands off real quick. Okay, now we do the mix. Get your corners real good. You want to mix all that grain just nice and neat. It's going to colonize the whole thing. It doesn't matter if you get every spot, but get the corners. Oh, it smells amazing. Okay, that one's good. Use the other hand on this one just out of habit, but it doesn't really have to. There's not enough mycelium on my hand to really make that big of a difference. I mean, they might compete a little, but I'm not caring if I get a couple weird looking fruits. More diversity the better, in my opinion. Just give it a good mix. Okay, everything's mixed. Okay, now I'm going to give it another spray of Dr. Mike's on top. Or, now I'm going to pseudo case it. You want about a 1/4 inch total cover. Looks a little deeper right now just because I'm throwing it in. I'm going to spread it out in a second. Now, this next step is something I do that not a lot of people do. I have a clean shoebox to do this. I press the whole thing. Level it out, and then I press the whole thing down with another shoebox bottom just to make it perfect. Okay. Now get yourself a towel, wipe your edges. Put your cover on. Clean your cover when you're done. I'm not done yet, so I'm not going to clean it yet. So you don't have to be 100% sterile when you're spawning the bulk if you have good spawn. Good spawn takes care of itself. My CBG is clean. Now I clean my covers and my sides of my bin with alcohol. Just in case when I go into the tent, it gets something on them on the bottom. You don't want it dropping into some other tub. Oh shit, sorry. Anyways, so that is how you spawn the bulk couple grains. Now, next step is clean your mess. I put a green towel down first. I'm not cleaning it off, but basically you just wipe up your mess. And you're done. Much love. Any questions? Throw them in the comments. Michael Allen out.